What's going on, y'all? Thanks for checking in with Callie. Please like, subscribe if you haven't already. So let's just go ahead and jump straight in as usual. So I know you heard about the rumors about the LeBron James situation. And of course, Ty Lue actually was on Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharpe about the photos that was taken in regards to LeBron actually training at the Clippers facility. Now, going by LeBron's past history, he only does things for a reason, whether it's just to get attention or whether he's really actually going to make a move and actually do something that maybe others around him may not expect him to do. Like when he went to the Miami Heat, a lot of people didn't see that coming when they formulated the big three. It just kind of came out of nowhere. And then, Cleveland fans were sick to their stomach. And then all of a sudden they start burning his jersey and doing all these type crazy things until they accepted him back and he won a championship for him ultimately. But LeBron does everything for a reason, of course, and that's a calculated move for a reason that he wanted everybody to know because it got out. He posted it and he wasn't ashamed about it. And he wasn't ashamed about whoever posted it, even if he didn't, regardless of LeBron James had a motive behind that. And listen to Ty Lue on Club Shay Shay say when Shannon Sharpe threw the question out there to him and the statement out there to him about, hey, you know anything about, LeBron James practicing at the Clippers facility? And Ty Lue basically just played it off like he didn't know anything and he couldn't say much about that situation, which was pretty much his words exactly. And if you haven't checked it out, you can definitely go check it out. But it did seem kind of suspicious, like a question mark behind that. Like maybe there's something Ty Lue knows that other people don't. Maybe there's some secret talkings behind closed doors that others don't know, obviously. And, honestly, if you ask me, I wouldn't be surprised if it did end up something like that, him on the Clippers, because we have to remember Ty Lue has won a championship with LeBron James when he was on Cleveland and along with Kyrie. And him reuniting with Ty Lue is something that I think LeBron James wouldn't mind happening. It's probably actually more likely LeBron would actually land on the Clippers rather than some reports you hear about LeBron actually teaming up with Steph on the Golden State Warriors. Because that's a long shot and a lot has to go their way to make that happen, really, just because of everything that comes with that. And it's just a lot that goes into that, honestly. So honestly, it's probably more, like I said, it's probably more likely to happen to him landing on the Clippers rather than the Golden State Warriors. So, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I'm pretty sure it would surprise a lot of people simply because a lot of people can't envision LeBron on the Clippers after playing for the Lakers. And it's hard to envision any superstar going from the Lakers to the Clippers in, playing at their best or, something like that to play for the other side of the town's team, which is the Clippers rather than the Lakers, if you come from the Lakers or vice versa. So either way, I wouldn't be surprised if it happened, but I don't think they will win if they had LeBron James. I really don't. I feel like there'd be too much media around the Clippers, too much spotlight on him, and the team is not getting enough of continuity to where they're actually playing, focusing on winning. And I think that's what's actually hindered the Lakers, having LeBron there and too much going on. And when things go bad and things go good, and, LeBron's the coach, he's this, he's that, he's that. It's too much surrounding LeBron James. Honestly, it really is, especially at this point in his career where he's not the player he once was. And there's too much hype around him by the numbers that he puts up that really could be looked at as fabricated because it's called stat padding. If you ask me, he's well out of his prime. He's in good shape. He does play pretty good for his age, but putting up the numbers that he puts up, they don't really have much of effect because it doesn't equate to them actually winning. They're not like the first seed in the West. They're not really a contender for a championship. They just, play decent enough to get a few wins during the season to cope and kind of make their way into the playoffs, and they get in. 2020 was the best season he's had, of course, with the Lakers because they actually won the championship in the bubble at that time, which a lot of people don't give the Lakers credit for because it was in the bubble. A lot of players didn't want to be there. There was not the same anticipation for the playoffs, and it was just a time where a lot of people wasn't really thinking about basketball. And the Lakers took advantage, so you got to give them credit, even though a lot of people don't want to. But regardless, they won the championship, but they had a very stacked team. Alex Caruso, KCP, LeBron, AD. Off the bench, you had Dwight Howard as a backup. I mean, you had players in every phase of the game that you needed to make big plays. You know what I mean? They had Danny Green on there, one of his last years before he retired. I mean, they had all the right pieces in the right places to really make a run at that time. You know what I mean? And they so happened to do it in the bubble at the right time, and that worked out for them. But other than that, LeBron has been very good putting up numbers, but he hasn't been very good in the winning column when it comes to Los Angeles, because he hasn't been to multiple finals like people are used to seeing him go to. Now, with the Clippers, I will say, if Kawhi Leonard's there and LeBron is there, and the team that they got now, is they somehow added LeBron James to that, well, the Clippers would be a contender. But like I said, I just feel like I feel like there's that cloud over LeBron James that can hinder a team like the Clippers, who already is in turmoil in regards to being healthy and not having all the right pieces or playing well at the right time to win in playoff series, to get to the NBA finals. It's always something that holds the Clippers back. And I feel like LeBron James, even though he is a champion and he's been great throughout his career, it's hard to win. It's just hard to win, and it's no guarantee. And you're looking at a year older LeBron James going to a Clippers team possibly where he can still do things, but you can't count on his health. I mean, you can hope that he's healthy, but at the same time, like, he can get hurt at any time. And he can get hurt at any time unexpectedly, and it could be a time where you don't need it. The same thing that happened to Kawhi Leonard. Same thing happened to Paul George on the Clippers. It's just one of those situations. So I don't know how ideal it would be if he came to the Clippers, but don't get me wrong, it wouldn't surprise me, because him and Ty Lue has always had a great relationship, I think. And I think he does want to play for Ty Lue once again, because he never is going to get the opportunity to play for Greg Popovich like he said years ago in his career, because Greg Popovich is retired now. So Ty Lue is the only other coach that he won a championship with that I think he really liked, that he really looked up to in a way. So I feel like that can definitely happen again. And don't be surprised if it does. But at the same time, don't be surprised even if he does come to the Clippers, it might hinder them from winning. Hopefully I'm wrong, but leave any comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Till next time.